We recently discussed how farmland value appreciations have been front of mind for a lot of folks. Since 2020, Indiana farmland values have increased 70%. It's not unprecedented that 5 years worth of appreciation. It took 12 years previously to get 70% appreciation, another 5 years in the early 2000s, and about 9 years to get 70% worth of appreciation between 94 and 2003. What drives that appreciation, though, has changed over the last few years. There's a couple different levers. One of those could be lower cap rates. The other one could be the expectation of higher income or cash rents to be generated from that asset. And so, what we discussed on a recent webinar, and I have the slides here, I'll link to those in the bottom for those that are curious of following along. This is the source of farmland appreciation over different periods of time. So the first box up here says between the period from 1975 to 2025, there's been $11,000 worth of appreciation in Indiana farmland values. About 53% of that came from lower cap rates, and about 47% of that came from higher cash rents. But take a look at this most recent period, 2020 to 2025, sort of the X marks the spots for these two boxes here. 65% of that appreciation that we saw in the last few years has come from lower cap rates. Even despite we've seen 10-year treasuries increase, farmland cap rates remain very low. On the other hand, only about 35% of that appreciation, or $1,750 of the $5,000 total, has came from higher cash rents. What are the implications moving forward? We need to keep an eye on this with respect to where interest rates and the broader economy go and how long it takes for farmland cap rates and those 10-year treasuries to sink back up as we've seen over the last several decades. Until next time, stay curious.